Today we're going to focus on the serratus anterior. That is the muscle that goes here and around to your scapula. I did a lot of research on it. Now, fit moments, I got to remind you that fit moments are a demonstration of how to work something rather than an actual workout. So we do about 10 of each of the forms that I give you. So if you haven't warmed up, you might walk around or open up your upper body or do something to get yourself going. All right, if you're watching this on video. So I did a lot of research on the serratus because two things. One, on women in particular, we start to lose muscle in this part of our body, and that's part of the serratus. And two, most of the serratus articles and demonstrations are geared toward men because it's called the boxer's muscle. And if you look at boxers, you see a development of the muscle here. So the serratus goes from your shoulder into your scapula here. It's a very big swath, right? But we mostly feel the loosening of the muscle right under our armpit. Women feel that, I think, much more than men do. And I think it's because around the glands that are basically women's glands, we have more fat cells. So that's part of what happens when we get older and we're not kind of getting that as strong as we'd like to have it. So it's called the boxer's muscle because a lot of the boxer positions, a lot of the movements in boxing, as you can see, use that muscle, engage that muscle. Now, what's the serratus for? Basically, what it does is it stabilizes your shoulders and keeps you from going too far back into a wing or too far forward. So if you don't have strong or toned serratus muscles, you might start to feel your shoulders slipping out of position. So a lot of people are getting shoulder issues sometimes because of the serratus muscle, not always because of the shoulder. It also contributes to neck pain. If we don't have this whole thing stabilized, then it's hard to stabilize the muscles of our neck. So these are some of the things that I found out that I was anxious to know because I feel the serratus going weak on me. So in the spirit of that information, I put together a variety of exercises that I can demo for the serratus. And some of them you'll be, okay, that's my exercise. And some of them will be like, yeah, no, that's not my exercise. So, of course, boxer things. And the boxer things that are best are uppercuts. So an uppercut is a movement that goes up. And you bring the arm around to your opponent. So if you think of your opponent's chin right here, and you use a little bit of a weight. See, I only have a 3-pounder here. And you don't want a full twist of your body because then it's your oblique overused in that position, and you want that serratus. So you're just going to take a small rotation in the upper body. You can feel the really kind of half twist as you come over to hit your opponent in the chin. So the uppercut, and we'll do 10 on one side and 10 on the other, is a really great way. You can do it with or without a weight. If you do it with a weight, of course, if you're doing it at all, do it slowly. But if you're doing it with a weight, really be mindful of your form and of your pace. So you're going to inhale, exhale, and bring it back to your elbow back to your waist. 2 and back to your waist. We're not in boxer stance because we're just focusing on, boxer stance is like this. We're focusing on the use of the muscle. 3, really not trying to get our opponent. Although if you want to visualize somebody, 4, and knock them out, 5, I have a lot of suggestions. 6, try to keep the rest of the body still, because again, we're working on the serratus. 7, good. 8, keeping the wrist long, good. 9, good job. And 10. All right, let's do that on the other side. Form that L. 1, good. 2, short rotation, moving through that serratus. 3, nice soft knees. 4, head over tailbone, belly button to spine. 5, because we want the body in optimal performance. 6, good. 7, nice. 8, good job. 9, and 10. Okay, and while I have you here, shoulder exercises are good for the serratus if you take them back past the shoulder. You know, I don't do a lot of movement above the shoulder, below the shoulder. I always either start going up or I start going down. But if you want the shoulder, 2, reach. So you want to feel that reach coming out from here and down. If you don't feel it, go a little bit higher. 4 or 3 and down. 4, and you can do heavier weights than this, of course, and down. And I'm going nice and slowly so we can really identify what we're doing. 5, exhale up, really reach, feel the reach, and down. 6, and down. Nice. 7, and down. 8, and down. 9, and down. And 10. I want you to remember this position right here. We're going to use it in the next exercise. And down. So the next exercise is going to be with the band, but you can also use the weights. All right, and so we're going to start from that position I just showed you. So as you can see, your serratus is already engaged. You're going to soften those knees, get your head over your tailbone, and you're going to row to your chest. And lift up. And row. Feel the reach. Good. And row. Nice. Keeping that position, really pulling the band to the side. Keep going. So as you pull the band to the side, you're also engaging that in a stronger way. 6, nice. 7, push up. 8, 9, and 10. I really felt that one happening. So they also recommend, and I also agree with them, there were lots of things they recommended that I didn't agree with, so I want you to know that I used my discretion, but you can find other things online. All right, I'm going to have to go shorter than this. So wrap it around your back, and you're going to do punches with the band, and that also works those reaching muscles. 3, good. 4, another rotation. 5, 6, you can feel that reach. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. All right, so those are, let me see, those are all the standing ones I recommend. Uppercut, lateral deltoid raises, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so one of the things I want to talk about is if you're ever at the gym and you're on that bar where you sit in a seat and you're pulling the cable down, all right, there are a bunch of ways to pull that cable down. In order to use the serratus, you want to be in a pike and pull it down like this. So that reaching muscle is there. So you'll see some people up here pulling it like that, and they're doing shoulders and scapula. And some people back here, they're doing back and serratus. I always use it like this because these are some of my weaker muscles, and I don't have a lot of comfortable ways for me to work them. So these reaching muscles need a lot of work for me. 3 more. 3, and 2, and 1. Now, I think that the demonstration so far has shown you how those reaching muscles work. And you, of course, because you're wise, are going to riff off of that. So you can say, okay, I'm going to do my rows with more of a reach, or I'm going to lift my row and then bring it in. Right? So knowing that that reaching muscle, pulling from here without too much engagement of the scapula, because we don't want to take it too far, those are shoulder blades, too far away from focusing on the serratus, will help you. Now, the next 4 exercises are going to be on the floor without props. The first thing is the bear crawl, except it's a heightened bear crawl. So you're going to come into kind of a pike right here with your knees down. And as you know, a bear crawl is opposite arm and leg going forward. So you reach, make sure you plant, reach, and reach. Okay, I'm running out of space. All right, going backwards, same thing. Walk. I'm sorry, I'm moving them because I don't have any space. So basically, walking opposite arm and leg, you get to reach out. So if you have more space than I do, that will be your that will be one of the things that you can do. Okay, the bear crawl. Opposite arms and legs, make sure you plant them, because as you can feel, that is a reaching muscle, right? Okay, so the other things that we do lying down is a top of the plank squeeze. So if we get into an extended plank, we drop down and squeeze. Drop down, then squeeze. Put the shoulder blades together, put them apart. Put them together, put them apart. Put them together, put them apart. You can feel this pumping all through that. Do 5 more through that movement. Put those shoulder blades together, put them apart. We like anything that's in plank. 2 more, and last one. All right, bring it down. We're going to do the same thing on dolphin. So you're going to come down. It's a little bit harder. You're going to squeeze up and down. Squeeze and down. Curl that serratus up and down. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so that's another option. Now, you can add to your push-up and create a serratus squeeze too. So say you're in push-up position, you come down, you push up, then squeeze to the top, come back to center, down and push up, squeeze to the top, back to center, down, push up, squeeze to the top, back to center, down, push up, squeeze to the top, back to center, down, push up, squeeze to the top. Good. 4 more. Down, push up, squeeze to the top. 3 more. Down, push up, squeeze to the top. 2 more. Down, push up, squeeze to the top. Last one. Down, push up, squeeze to the top. If you did that with me and you did everything in body sculpting, you've now done 50 push-ups. Okay. Let me see what else is on my list. The other things that are good that I can't demonstrate today, bear crawl, dumbbell, if you have an ab wheel, I used to have one and I lost it in the move. It looks like my weight right here. The ab wheel looks like my weight. When you do the ab wheel, if I can do it with this weight, you take your arms out. That is a direct serratus engagement, right? So it goes out. I didn't even know this weight could be an ab wheel. Now you want to, I'm not trying to suspend myself on this, but with an ab wheel, you actually go out with your whole body, but this isn't built for that. This is a dumbbell. So when you do that, you go out with the ab wheel with your whole body, you're going to get that serratus work. Now, one of the other things that people do, either on the wall or on the floor, is they take their roller, putting the arms with the thumbs toward the ceiling. You roll that out, feel that. Big long serratus move and bring it in. Take it out. Now you can do this on the wall or on the floor. In. All the way out. Feel that. Stretch. And in. And number 4. And in. Number 5. And in. Now, if this is hurting your shoulders, number 6, you already have the message that there's a relationship between your serratus and your shoulders. 3 more. 3. Good. 2. and 1. And the other possibility is putting a towel on the wall and sliding it down and sliding it up and sliding it down and sliding it up. So I gave you 3 modalities. I gave you the standing modality with the punches, the lifts for a reach, and the band work. I gave you the push-up plank sequence, and then the rolling and sliding sequence. So if you want to put the serratus into your workout, if you feel like, oh my God, I can't stand the way this muscle is loosening, it's changing my whole frame, I don't feel strong in my shoulders, I'm on too much scapular dependency, my neck is hurting all the time, then you might want to just throw this in 10 minutes every other day. Just do a bunch of these exercises, or when you're doing your push-ups, add that squeeze at the top. When you're doing your plank, do the little dips so that you can say, okay, I'm going to turn this into something extra for myself and do the serratus. All right, so let's walk our hands back, do our stretch by lifting our chest to the ceiling, extending our serratus. We're going to extend it back first and then extend it to the side second. Just you're going to put the arm down and swing over to the other side, and then down and swing over to the other side, and then back the hands together and bring it down. And I hope this was helpful. There's a lot of good information online about the serratus, but again, you'll see that it's all mostly oriented toward men and to the boxing culture. So what you can do is kind of figure out what you know and what works for you. Good luck with it. Let me know if you have any questions.